Hello, and welcome to the Factor. Which factor is it? The silent factor.
I can't do it.
Oh Jesus! You.
Oh, did we do the monitors? Did someone like fiddle with them?
Yeah, they've been fiddled a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just go back to the screen for a bit. So what's up with news and infosec? Eh?
News and infosec. Well,
not just infosec. What's up with news in the world?
The news in the world. World news.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world news at 5:01 p.m. on the Bus Factor.
We do cover world news, right? Not just infosec news. Just sometimes we've covered London before. Europe seems to be quite popular for bus news, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of buses in Europe.
Yeah, I guess
they all have blue lights, I hear.
Oh yes, because they are a safety issue. So we will just briefly mention that we are having Skoochy Woochy on the show today.
Oh, fucking ABS violation.
Well, yeah, it's not much of a violation, but it is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it is. It's halfway in there. He's not the full way across.
ABS. What number is it? Can we see?
3521. 3521, 3521, 3521, 3521, 3521, 3521, 3521, 3521, Yeah, you got it. Just got to repeat it so we don't forget it. We got Skooch on the show in a little bit. He's quit his job.
He's unemployed.
Is he unemployed? He's technically unemployed. And he is looking spiffing in the office today with a wonderful shirt. So
you do shopping for your shirts, don't you, Stephen?
I do shopping for my kind of not, because I go to enough conferences that shopping kind of consists of, should I buy a shirt from this confer's? How
much are conference shirts do you buy?
40 at most.
40,000, yeah.
A little bit less than that.
Oh, a little bit less.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. I was just wondering.
What about you? Do you buy shirts?
Yeah, I do actually sometimes buy actual shirts.
You're wearing a free shirt right now.
I'm wearing a free shirt.
I am wearing a free shirt as well, actually.
I wear a lot of free shirts. I actually went through like quite a long phase in my life where I just never bought clothes.
You don't need to often.
Like clothes just came. No, pants. I got free pants.
Pants. Yeah, I've always had to buy socks and underwear, though. Like since when you stop growing, you can kind of make them last a while, can't you?
Yeah.
Keep reusing the underwear, and if you don't wash them very often, your underwear lasts for ages. So like, I normally do like a monthly wash, and that way I can stretch the life out of them.
So what's the most you've spent on? No, you say. What's the most you've spent on a shirt?
Honestly, I don't know. So I do have like a dress shirt, which I'm guessing was around $80. I've got $80. One dress shirt. Yeah, it's like it's a dark color one, so I can wear it to funerals and weddings.
Oh my god!
Damn. Okay, we got some good news for the Bus Factor listeners today. Damn.
Oh
yeah, no. So about $80. What about you?
So about $80.
Oh, you've had a wedding. Surely you've spent more than that because you had to buy wedding stuff.
Oh, we just missed one. And an ABS.
No, we didn't. Check out the instant replay. Bam.
Okay, so we did. Well, we didn't miss it, but
we saw it. But yeah.
All right. So bus count. So that's a pair.
Currently looking at some socks. That's what's in store for you. Okay, so we got a few. Oh, well, before we switch over, because we can. How about we switch over? Switch over. What do you call it? Switch over guests. We switch over to Skoochy Woochy.
Yeah.
Unless you want to deal with that for a minute and then come back down. Do you want to deal with that and then come back down, or do you want to go on now? It's your choice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right.
So before we bring Skooch onto a microphone, we should all, there's three of us here, guess the ABS violations and the
Oh yeah, that's something we do.
So should we let Skooch go last, since he'll have the best chance of wedging in between us?
It's raining.
Yep. We don't know if that makes it bigger or
we
smaller.
actually had. You might notice the view is not as good as normal. We've had to pull in the camera slightly so it's not getting rained on.
One of them we had to pull in entirely, and it's black.
Yeah, don't know why it didn't work. Oh, look at that! Yeah,
Oh, easy, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been 6 minutes, and we've had 2 red lights and 2 ABS violations.
3,
possibly 3.
3, I think. 3. Oh, easy.
Yeah,
3.
another ABS violation. So I think we are going to have 8 red light runners and 12 ABS violations.
8 and 12.
8 and 12.
All right, red light runners. Because it's raining,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with a high 13.
13 and...
ABS, I'm going to go 21.
Oh, write these numbers down. Write these numbers down. What'd you say? I said 8 and 12.
8 and 12.
8 and 12 for me. Yeah. You said, what, 13 and 20 something?
13 and 21.
Okay, and now we're going to hand over the microphone to Skooch,
Yeah.
and he will also guess.
Hello, I'm Skooch. I'm going to go with... it's tough. I'm going to go with 14, 15.
14, 15, that's a safe guess. You've got to keep an eye on these things.
All right.
All right. Well, anyway, welcome, old Skooch.
Thank you.
Long-time listener, eh?
Yes, a very long time listener, not by choice, but by force.
Now, I'm going to be quite frank.
Yeah.
Is this the reason why you quit? Because the bus factor just went on and on every week in the office.
That's exactly the way that I would describe it. It does go on and on. No, that's not the reason I quit though. But it does
jobless
go on and on. I am
currently.
jobless. Yes, I'm technically jobless right now.
Currently unemployed because, yeah, in fact,
Yeah, it ended today.
Security. Need to escort this guy off the
They're all
property.
busy getting drunk behind us though, so I don't think they're going to be calling any security anytime soon. Unfortunately.
Wait, we are the security, right?
I guess, yeah. We hold the microphones. We're the big men that talk very loud.
So what do you know about the bus factor?
I know it's a podcast with a variety, kind of a dual
that guy
topic.
was one.
A dual topic thing. It's got buses. It's also got security. I myself I'm a minor fan of buses. I'm more of a train person. I catch trains a lot.
I do hear that.
Yeah, so I catch a train extremely regularly here in Wellington.
And these are the trains run by Old Metlink.
Old Metlink via Transdev, yeah, that French company.
I'm a stand-in until a new bus arrives.
Yeah, there was a period there where there was a lot of
The
bus
lime
replacement.
green is key to our wonderful city. I'm a licorice all sorts until the lime burst arrives. I love these ones. Like, they do get kind of similar.
You're reading them. I didn't even know you were getting those from. I was just like, what kind of fucking tangent is this? And then I was just like, oh, he's reading them off the side of the buses. Oh
am
my
I too
God.
loud? I'll whisper.
Anyway.
Whisper.
Steven's like, you're being too loud, Skooch. I'm going to turn you down.
Nah, you're
Fair.
turning me down, actually, because I'm very loud.
Steven just made the most repulsive face. Please never do that again.
See, it goes orange and red.
Thank
very
you for
angry.
demonstrating the volume. The amplitude of your voice is impressive.
Oh, yeah, look at him go.
Oh,
Boom.
through the amber, right through the amber. But yeah, so I normally
The
end up
amber. What
sitting-
country do you come from?
sitting.
That is an ABS violation. If
Yeah, he's like
I
in the
have
middle
seen.
of. He's in the middle of the bloody.
Too loud, too lit. I love it. Oh, this is a new person. This must be one of your friends.
Oh my God! It is. Hello. Shouts out to my friend, my flatmate. Actually, that's my flatmate. That's my flatmate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So now that you're on the show,
Yes.
I guess I should ask you the same questions I asked Stephen before.
Yeah.
How much have
absolutely.
you spent on a shirt?
Well, do you want to ask me about how much have I spent on any item of clothing, or do you want to ask me just about the shirt first?
We'll go the shirt first.
Okay, we'll
because
start
I
with the
really
shirt.
hope that that's the most expensive.
Okay. The most I've ever spent on a shirt as of recently is $1,020.
$1,020.
Yes.
New Zealand dollars?
Yes. Recently is very recent. Well, yeah. Like, what do you think? I just woke up one day and started buying $1,000 shirts. Stephen, no, it doesn't happen. That does not happen.
Oh yeah, it's a bit lopsided, the conversation.
Yeah,
We've only
sorry.
got
Stephen's
2 mics.
interjecting because he's very mad over my $1,000 shirt.
$1,020.
$1,020
New
shirt,
Zealand
yeah.
dollars?
New Zealand dollars.
And that's the one you're wearing.
I'm wearing it right
now.
Yes.
So if I was going to describe it,
I would. It is a Vitamins haute couture shirt. If you
so
Google
if I stand
Vitamins,
at this angle here, it is
Yeah.
a plain black T-shirt
Yeah.
with an arm across the front because there's a
No,
very
it's got
small
it's got
logo.
the French flag. It's got the word Vitamins.
Vitamins.
And then it's got the words haute couture.
I believe it's pronounced vêtements.
Vitamins. Yeah.
Vitamins is French for clothing,
Yeah, I know that. I actually know that one, believe it or not.
but it is pronounced Vêtements.
I know, except do you think people pronounce like Margella? But they don't. They just call it Margella.
So
Anyway,
I'm interested. What makes it worth that much?
What makes it worth that much? Okay. So, I mean, there's a lot of there's a long road we could go down explaining why this piece of clothing is the price it is and why I personally bought it.
Yeah.
Obviously, people buy things for different motivations. Someone,
Definitely. I've recently purchased a metal detector
Yeah, metal detector. Wow.
because I'm going to find all the fucking hidden gold.
Metal detectors
all
can
of
be
it.
quite expensive. You can get some really badass metal detectors.
Yeah. I started off on the cheap end.
You start on the cheap end. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a smart decision.
Well, actually, not like the cheap. So it's like $150, but it'll find
It'll
me
find
gold.
metal. Yeah, it'll find metal. It'll beep. Okay.
So
yeah.
far, I've got 3 nails.
So, Vitamins is a brand that is a side project of a current creative director of Mason Margiela, and they kind of do a ironic parody series of clothing, but they do that ironic parody in the space of haute couture, high-end designer clothing.
Yeah.
And the idea is they will parody kind of other designers or do takes on popular brands.
Yeah.
And sort of stereotypes and do that and then sell it in that price range or have it in that market. And irony has obviously been done quite a long time.
Wonder what the update was.
Yeah, I wonder too. The irony in like fashion and clothing has been around a very long time. All from people who wear dad shirts.
Yeah.
So there was a while, I don't remember which brand it was, but an expensive brand was selling for about the same price as this shirt, dad shirts with dad jokes on them, but they cost like $700 or something.
So what's the most expensive piece of clothing?
Because
we're currently sitting at $1,020 for a t-shirt.
What about? Do you want to do relative to size? Because we've got some stuff right in front of us.
We
that
do.
brought along.
I see these lovely pair of socks.
Yeah.
Two pairs
of socks.
They're how much are they? Norse Projects, some socks. Yes.
Well, yeah. So these pairs of socks are $40 each, New Zealand. Yeah.
$40.
So we've kind of got a
for
little
a pair of socks.
smorgasbord of expensive clothing here. My shirt, these socks.
Now,
and, yeah.
I do a bit of like investing and stuff. So do these items of clothing devalue themselves as soon as you wear them?
As soon as you wear them? Obviously, I think all designer clothing, except for couture pieces, being like historical gowns and the like that can end up in museums and whatnot, they do devalue as soon as you wear them, but not by as much as you think. So vintage, like, for example, vintage Margiela or vintage Alexander McQueen, so on and so forth, they can, some of the pieces, although they were casual when they were released, so for example, a Saint Laurent leather jacket is still worth a lot of money, and sometimes they even increase in value, but they don't actually drop as much as you think they do.
So they're not like cars. That's good to know.
They're not as bad as cars. No, that's
maybe
for
I
sure.
should get in the expensive designer clothing investment game.
If you recognize designer clothing and you find it at a Salvation Army, that can be a lot of money you have made, my friend.
Oh, that was one. Bus count.
Anyway, we're talking a lot about my shirt and not much about security in buses.
Yeah, so the bus factor is about infosec and buses.
Yeah, not fashion.
So we've got some news. Do you have any news that you would feel comfortable talking about? We've got 2 lanes.
We could talk about the T-Mobile thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So
All right.
T-Mobile.
So the background on this is, I don't know. Shall we start at the tweet? Remember the tweet before all of this happened? That was like, you can't store a password or something. Can we find that? Can we find that tweet? Stephen is pulling up the tweet for us. But while Stephen pulls up the tweet, what actually happened to T-Mobile? Do you know what happened to T-Mobile?
I do not.
That's okay, because neither do I. I'm just going to guess. And I'm gonna say,
for the listeners of the show, you know how I normally know nothing and Stephen knows everything?
Yeah. No, I
Now
kind
we've got
of
2
know
people
some
that
things.
know nothing.
I kind of know some things. So they were storing MD5 hash passwords. I thought that was the gist of it. Am I wrong, Stephen?
Base 64 encoded.
Okay. So
Base 64
MD5
encoded MD5?
Yeah.
Yeah, so originally they were like, passwords are encrypted, don't even worry about it, bruv. It's all good. And then after being pushed, they were kind of like, well, they're base 64 encoded MD5. So I did bring up the tweet, the original tweet. This happened in April. We're now in May, June, July, August. So someone was like, hey, please don't store your passwords in clear text. That's a bad thing to do. Can we get it fixed? Someone said,
Just
hi.
let me read that final one while I pinch my nose.
Well, you want me? You can read. Okay,
I'll read the final one.
So T-Mobile Austria said, and this was T-Mobile Austria, not America, said, I don't get why this is a problem. You have so many passwords to every app, every email, so on. We secure all the data carefully. There's nothing to fear. They responded, well, what if your infrastructure gets breached and everyone's password is published in plain text for the whole world? And they responded,
what if this doesn't happen because our security is amazingly good?
And that's what they said.
It's a delicious irony that it was T-Mobile who then were compromised. The infrastructure was compromised.
Yeah. So what? That's about six months later.
Yeah, April, May, June, July, August, 4 months even.
4 months.
It's pretty good.
So that's kind of amusing. Of course, everyone on Twitter was all over it because it's so funny.
It's so good.
It is pretty funny.
The original tweet chain was
mean.
fucking amazing.
A lot of people were retweeting that on Infosec Twitter.
Yeah, people were like being real assholes to the person. But
I was not okay with that. There's a lot of people on Twitter who are just like, they go above and beyond the whole that's a bad thing into like, this is the reason that everything sucks. You guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, to be fair, the next tweet did say, so someone was like, well, that's not good enough. And someone was like, excuse me, do you have any idea how telecommunications companies work? Do you know anything about our systems?
Excuse
me,
do you know who the fuck
the
I
time
am?
to share your views with us. That was what T-Mobile said, so it's kind of funny. Hey, I'll pass the microphone back to you.
So I think we actually talked about this original tweet when it came out. So what's happened now?
Well, they got breached. Yeah.
All right.
They got breached. And
sorry, I left for a bit.
Yeah, and it's
quite loud up there.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Or is he over? It does look like his bum's over. Yeah. All right. So they got breached. Oh yeah, we did.
So they got breached, and how? Oh my god, how embarrassing!
MD5 base 64
how
encoded.
Embarrassing. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Android Fortnite. Android Fortnite. The fork knife. Sorry.
Fork knife.
Fork knife.
The man in the disc.
The man in the disc. Fork knife. Yeah, fork knife. My favorite Battle Royale game. That's how you say it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that.
I mean, they had the.
He's flashing a light.
Oh. What does that mean?
They flash a light on the side when the doors are opening and closing, but like not all of them. But on this side, that
abort mission. Eject all passengers from the bus. Pick them all out.
Oh look, there's an airport flyer. I hear you can't use Snapper on it.
Yeah, fuck the airport flyer. Fuck him.
So you actually catch trains, right?
Yeah, I catch them pretty much every day.
How much do you use your Snapper card?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have a good story about how much I use my Snapper card. Actually, it's a short story. It's basically goes like this. So obviously the trains don't have Snapper. I don't use Snapper on the trains. They use paper tickets. It's behind on the times. It's awful. Whatever. Yeah, we know this. But the thing is, I do have a Snapper card, right? I keep it in my wallet because I'm like, hey, well, what if I need to get a bus somewhere? Well, let me tell you what happens. I catch a bus very rarely, and every time before I catch a bus, I can't remember how much money is on my Snapper card. So I top it up by about 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much a bus costs. And then I ride the bus once, and I repeat this process about 8 times, and I have about 200 bucks on my Snapper card.
Or is it registered? Because if it's registered, you can like lose it and get the money back.
Yeah, I've registered it. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's my story about how much I use Snapper.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So they're getting Snapper on the trains in a
Next
couple
year.
of months, right?
A couple months.
Just after you leave?
There's no way that they're going to get it on in a couple
Or
months.
should we take a gamble on this?
Like-
Oh, does it count? Yeah, he was over.
Fortnut.
Yeah, apparently we missed some.
Fortnut.
Yeah, I got told up there. We missed a few. Wait, how did they say?
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god, they're
I'm too
like watching
passionate.
us on the
I'm just
TV. Do they have
yelling
sound?
about Fortnut. Not watching the bushes.
Do you have sound in the boardroom? Hello.
Oh,
No, I don't
we
think
are
they've got
speaking
sound.
directly into your ear now.
I also don't think they have.
Is this stream in 4K? No.
It might be. Is it? No. I know.
Steven's like, yeah, it's in 4K.
The cameras are fucking shit.
I don't know. It's a pretty good
It's
camera.
4K, isn't it? It's 400
Kilobits.
bytes. Bits even? Yeah. Am I right, boys? Aye.
Steven just
you're
wanted to say
wrong.
something.
It's actually, according to the measuring thing, it's 1,463 kilobits a second.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the speed that we're uploading the video.
Yeah, it's
But-
a bit.
The video quality might be better.
Yeah. Anyway, so Fortnite, Android.
Holy shit! I just saw a raindrop appear on the balcony, like right in front of the camera, like that grey patch there wasn't there before. Oh, is it actually raining on the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you
it's funny,
reckon?
but No,
Pull
it's
it
fine.
in?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, pull them.
Oh, how much is there?
He's being
I'd
careful.
Just need to wait
Don't
until it
rush
gets
him,
taller.
Steven.
Oh my god, how much like loose cable is out
Steven's
there?
fed the entire length of like the 10 meters.
I think
worth
it's
of
coming.
USB
Oh
cable.
yeah, there we go. All right.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's
Nah,
just pivoting.
I think
It's
we're
not
gonna
actually
open it.
moving.
We're gonna have to open him. He's
we've-
getting rained on just
we're
enough
experiencing
that
technical
it's not
difficulties,
super.
so please
Probably
hold the
good for
line.
the camera to do it. The view is still okay,
Yeah.
depending on how you think okay is.
So we won't be able
400
to
kilobyte
see.
joke hurt my soul.
We won't be able to see ABS violations, but I guess you kind of could if you know where the light is in relation. You could work it out.
Man, I'm really glad our red light detection system is going to be able to pick up these kind of angles and detect when buses are running red lights.
Yeah, how does that
This is one of our
how's
camera
your computer
angles.
vision? How's that computer
Do
vision
you
going?
think they listen to the audio?
Yeah, so we have a team, a dedicated team of
You have a
specialists
team.
working. We have our top men on it.
Are you even allowed to be speaking about this team?
Yeah, we checked, we clarified. The contract we signed says no, not at all. But we were like, hey, can we talk about it? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Yep, it's fine.
You want a surprise lawsuit?
No, I prefer not to. Yeah, we have a team working on the red light detection, and some angles are going to be impossible, clearly, like this one. But some of them should work. So
we are
get some of that.
experimenting with some more camera
Some
angles
different
right
camera
now.
angles. Oh yeah, I see this little boy right here. This little boy. Yeah, that's perfect actually, because then it doesn't get wet at all.
Yeah, that looks better.
And you know what they say? You don't want to get wet.
We still don't have the ABS, but
That's okay. We can
we
survive.
see more of the red light. We can actually see the orange and the green now. Yeah, I feel sorry for them for this episode, but it is raining and they have to cope with it.
So has anyone died on the street from a bus collision?
On this street, yes. Down for died. I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay. Died or severely injured. The only two things
The
that Stephen is interested
CEO
in.
of New Zealand Bus got severely injured further down there.
Oh my god. That's
Which,
fucking. That's
like
oh my
we
god.
shouldn't make jokes, but
Hey,
it's ironic.
yeah.
Yeah, speaking of making jokes, you know what I read this morning that was like really heart wrenching? There's a story about. Do you guys know the dingo ate my baby couple? Their baby was literally stolen by a dingo and eaten, and they got accused of it because people were like, dingoes don't steal babies and kill them. You two clearly premeditated this murder. Yeah, no. So anyway, a big scandal fucking in the news because it's a crazy story. Couple claims dingo stole their baby. Yeah, this is what happened. It's totally what happened. But it's like a bit of a joke. It's like, dingo ate my baby. Dingo ate my baby. They're real people. It was a horrible Twitter story about how they were real people and the guy was struggling with like crippling depression and like he couldn't hold down a job because they wouldn't make jokes about his daughter literally being stolen and like killed in front of him by a dingo. And people would be like, he was a teacher for a while and it was like, kid was like not turning in his homework. He's like, oh, dingo ate it. How fucking horrible is that? Your daughter is literally stolen from you.
That's pretty fucked up, actually.
Yeah. But it's like,
But I can see that that's Australia, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So like you can see that being a thing, like
I mean, like
dingo
I've made jokes about it, like dingo ate my
I know.
baby.
But then you're worse than the average Australian, Stephen. So like,
Brutal. I don't think I'd make that joke to his fucking face though. Hey, you're the guy who dingo ate your child, right? Yeah, it's a very traumatic time for me. Dingo ate my homework too, bitch. Like,
oh my god,
I wouldn't do that, but that's I guess what some kids do. Kids are shitty people. Anyway, that's my. I can't remember what prompted me to remember that, but it was very heart wrenching.
Thanks, flatmate. Anything for you? Offered to Uber to town and stand on the street.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
Is this an ABS violation or a red light runner?
It's like the taco ad. Why not both?
We are kind of counting that pedestrian part as the bit that you have to be over.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not taking notes this time. Last 2 weeks I haven't sent an email. I've got the thing.
Anything but try gin again. I'm drinking G&Ts right now. What do you mean anything but try gin again? Because last night me and my flatmate got lit on the gins. Anyway, actually no, she wasn't drinking
When
gin.
you say get lit,
Yeah,
means
it's just like a young term for party. Like that's literally what it means.
yeah.
Steven's now mimicking smoking the devil's lettuce, the devil's cabbage. I believe that is not what I was doing, Stephen. That's the sound of Stephen coughing after he smokes the devil's cabbage because he's weak as fuck.
Putting a cough mic right up to my face. Should we
you
change
just got
lanes?
scabies.
Lanes?
You just got scabies.
Do you know how to change lanes?
Yeah, vaguely. But you know what's funnier? Talking about how Stephen. No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's the current bus changing lane noise.
Oh, is it aesthetic? I thought it was static. Like you know how some of them go.
No. So we went. Yeah, you were there. We heard that bus reversing last night.
Oh yeah. So it's just a
So
reversing
the
noise.
reversing noise is like.
Yeah, like it is in a lot of modern cars these days.
Yeah.
Because it's
The indicator noise is, however, inside
Jesus
the bus.
Christ.
You need to know if the bus is indicating.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember you talking about this now because you were making the same noise before and talking about indicators in the bus. So
Yeah.
is it like blow your eardrums if you're right next to the driver's seat, or
Nah, it's not actually
it's
that
just
loud.
it's just noticeable and annoying?
Yeah, it's like you're sitting on the bus and you're like, what the fuck's that noise? Like, wait.
Is that the smoke
Is
alarm?
that-
Is that the smoke alarm?
I was kind of thinking, oh, that's just the noise when the doors are open. So, you know, the doors are open. And then I'm like, wait, it stays on after they indicate. Wait, it's going every time they go around a corner.
Oh my fucking
Is
god!
this the indicators? Like, no. I kind of understand why, like, because they probably want them to make a noise so they don't leave them on all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
My solution to that problem,
I
don't make a noise until 30 seconds later.
yeah, like you're totally right. I just think, like, even better. I mean, it's a modern bus, right? Most of those vehicles now have automatically disengaging indicators based upon how far you're turning the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You'd think that that would be a thing. But anyway.
I guess the problem with buses is they're just pulling out slightly and they might indicate but never turn.
Buses are hard, man. I don't drive buses.
So, some people that were riding buses recently
Oh yes.
they got stranded.
They got stranded.
So the buses were like
I vaguely
full
remember
up.
something about free Uber rides and
Yeah.
the fact that I didn't qualify with them, and I was quite disappointed and stopped caring about that point.
Guts. Yeah, so people were stranded, and Greater Wellington Regional Council were like, well, shit, I guess we better do something. So they
They better do something.
gave some free Uber vouchers to people,
Oh, great.
which, yeah.
Speaking of, like, just briefly on Uber, hasn't there been a lot of people changing away from Westpac recently in order to protest their evil partnership with the
I haven't
god
actually heard
awful
that.
evil Uber? It's a lot
I
of
have
people
not
at
heard
your
that.
one of your former employers, in fact, are boycotting this change.
Oh, what, the one down there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they tend to boycott a lot of silly things though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. All shade, all tea, all truth. But that aside, yeah, like, geez, Wellington City Council supporting the evil Uber Corporation.
Yeah. Oh.
We're just saying goodbye to a few people who are departing.
Yeah, you'll never see them ever again.
No, I won't. Actually, no, I will.
Your
I might.
keys have been locked.
I mean, what's to say?
You've
I
been
haven't
kicked out of the group chat.
What's to say? I don't have a back door. I left a few. I did leave a few pranks, mainly for Steven. Mainly
My
for
job
Steven.
on Monday.
Can you just like when he's logged into a server, can you just like wall him? Skooch is watching you or something.
People don't use wall anymore.
Hey, but Steven will see it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, true.
If he's logged in.
Check config. The best. Skooch is a nerd. Oh my god. How many viewers do we have?
We don't say on the screen, but you can read that number there.
Oh, that's a fair amount.
Yeah.
It's higher than normal. Oh, Diffract. What's up?
No, that's less than normal. Less than normal.
Okay. I believe you.
Some of these people should be regular listeners, and I'm disappointed that they're not.
My flatmate just texted me, I'm calling you out. Why did you do this to me? I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's so yeah, so
Ooh.
basically, long story short, Uber's for people who got stranded. That is loud. That is a loud ringtone. Do you want to send someone down?
Yeah. Do you want to go get Gene?
So yeah, anyway, that aside, we've got more news to talk about. I do believe there's a whiteboard with a few things on it that Stephen has prepared for us.
There are. So what do you want to talk about next?
Well, we actually started talking about Android Fork Knife and we didn't finish. Shall we finish that one first?
We literally just started, then went.
Fork Knife. I'm more of a
happened?
PUBG player. I don't know. I think it wasn't the T-shirt. We already talked about the T-shirt.
Yeah, we just
lost it. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're coming back to it. We're
Right.
coming back to it.
tell
And,
us about fork knife.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a PUBG player myself. I don't really like Fork Knife.
Yeah.
It's like the meme dance thing, right? Like the fork knife dance, where you do the thing with your hands, and you're like,
Oh my god.
I'm doing the fork knife dance. Just imagine that in your head, viewers.
Yeah.
In my $1,000 T-shirt.
Oh,
doing my
our
fork
viewers
knife
have
dance.
actually dropped off.
Oh damn! Nobody likes fork knife. See, this is what I keep telling people. So anyway, the deal with fork knife is they Epic Games, the company who owns fork knife, wanted to please feel free to correct me if I'm saying that name wrong. By the way, fork knife. They were like, we don't want Google Play to take all our fucking money because we made this game, and we live in a capitalist society and we'd like money. So they are bypassing Google Play's 30% fee by allowing you to install directly on the device.
Yep.
But the way that they allow you to install this application, this game, directly on the device, lets other applications write to its data before it's launched. So that means that other applications can execute code whenever that application does things with its data on the disk. And
Yeah.
people are calling that specific exploit "man in the disk."
Man in the disc.
Wait, hang on. I gotta go fully. Man in the disk.
I just realized no one's like monitoring this.
But yeah, so man in the disk or some shit. Can you put those headphones on for me, Hugh? Can you do it?
Not one.
Hugh's just computers are hard. Actually, headphones are harder. Oh, you got it? Oh, sweet. Okay. Hugh is now monitoring the situation
Boom.
with sunglasses and headphones on.
I like how those sunglasses. Is
So yeah,
knocked
how do you
down
feel
there.
about man in the disk?
Oh, I haven't monitored the stream in ages. It feels weird talking and hearing yourself like just a
'Cause you
couple of
realise how horrible
milliseconds
you
later.
truly sound.
Well, no, like we're like a couple of milliseconds after.
Oh
you
yeah,
speak.
because you're doing post processing. You're
Yeah.
not monitoring directly off that. If you change the mix and you monitor straight off the mic inputs, you'll get no delay.
Oh yeah, but then you won't hear the sounds that we play. But yeah, I don't know.
There's very few sounds. There's only one at the start.
Yeah, pretty much just one at the start. And
Anyway,
at the
so
end.
so it's a man on the disc, Android, fork knife. Are you a fork knife player? Do you play video games too?
I don't really.
Steven's been playing a video game like quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I watched him the other day.
Yeah. What did you think? Was he good?
Was this the addictive one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked addictive.
It's got a
and-
similar name to full name. It's Factorio.
Yeah, Victoria, that's the one. Yeah, it looked kind of fun. Like, I probably would play it. But
Yeah.
it also looks too addictive.
Yeah,
so
like I
probably
looked at it
wouldn't
and I was like, that's a weekend in the dark ordering Domino's pizza for me. I am good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so good. So I chose not to play that game.
Yeah, fair enough. So what do you play instead?
I actually haven't had much time to play games recently. But the last game I honestly the last game I just played was just Minecraft because I was like some friends were playing Minecraft. I was like I'll play Minecraft. It was fun because it was with my friends. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's acceptable. Steven passionately hates Minecraft though. He's like you're not allowed to have fun. Having fun
Hey.
is not allowed.
I can just see him just...
He's looking
He's
very
standing
angry.
like... He's in
standing
a
behind
social
me.
circle. Like, he's actually like... He was in a social circle talking to
was,
other
now he's
people.
being
But he
antisocial.
just kept on looking and being like... "Ugh,
the look on
ugh."
distaste.
Oh,
on
now
his
he's trying
face.
to grab a microphone.
You don't get
off
this
someone.
one.
Look at him. Look
He's
at him.
desperate to speak. He's writhing in pain.
Oh, he was in a social
Oh, he
circle.
wants to say
talking
some
to people.
shit. Oh, he gave up. All right.
He's still looking.
So
He's not actually looking.
We talked about we could flick back to a bus one. What's this thing about children?
Children are apparently not allowed to stand up on buses anymore.
Really?
Like, just not allowed.
Is it because they become like a human missile when the bus breaks?
We will find out by reading from our live news reporter.
From the
that,
live news report.
is standing over there. We probably could just get her to do it. Oh, it's only on school buses. Yeah, children are no longer allowed to stand on school buses.
Okay.
Which
But what if there's-
reduces the size of the school bus
Yeah.
significantly.
Like, what? Yeah, what are they going to do when the school bus is full? I guess they're saying charter more is the answer.
yeah. I mean, I do get there are safety concerns with the buses. Oh, I haven't been watching this. Have any red lights run past, listeners? Let us
You're
know.
asking we now turn our attention to our highly attentive viewers. Please tell us, we implore you, if any buses have gone past.
How many we've got? 8 and 6, and we're 38. Currently, Stephen is closest to winning. Currently. There's 6.
Well,
six
to be fair,
ABS
we haven't really
violations.
been helping ourselves because we're not paying attention to it like at all.
Yeah, we can't really tell when an ABS happens now unless
I mean, I can kind
We're
of
both
see
sitting
if I
down.
like kind of head over the edge of the other window.
yeah, these
I might bring in Stephen to help us with this Windows Previsk thing because I need to refill my drink,
yeah,
and also I can grab you another one of those drinks for you.
yeah, I
so
don't
there's
think
another
these ones exist anymore. But
What would you like instead of that particular beverage?
just anything.
Just
really.
anything? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Hi. I need to restock people's drinks. Can you talk about the Windows Previsk?
Okay, so I don't actually know much about the technical details of this one. This
Oh,
one,
well, that's why we got you on.
no, so I know the details of how it was dropped, which I think is the more interesting part of the story. This is Sandbox Escaper on Twitter. You know Sandbox Escaper?
Yep.
Pretty nifty little chick. It's kind of depressing reading her Twitter at the moment. It's like, God, I hate everyone. I wish I had friends. Here is me camping in like Sweden and Norway, and it's great.
Yeah.
Here's some Ode. It's very like nonetheless, the Ode itself was Windows Previsk. It looked like you didn't have codecs on the boxes, or does that work?
Yeah. That was delayed
red
because I was
light.
watching the instant replay.
Yeah.
But
Someone say Factorio. Oh, I fucking love Factorio.
I hear you hate Minecraft.
I don't hate Minecraft. I just don't enjoy it. but I don't know why. I think I said this before, not on the show. It's just some games that you don't enjoy, and
Ooh.
it's that one for me. Nonetheless,
So
Windows.
we're turning from that to this.
Yeah, it's like a delayed view. The Windows Previsk looked pretty, I don't know, reliable and that kind of thing. As I said, I didn't even look at the technical details at all. Someone said you need to have some level of privilege before you use it. Still pretty sweet. Like I'm trying to think, Windows Previsk, it's not super duper common nowadays. Like, it feels like XP. It was dime a dozen, but
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
I feel like it's less common nowadays. Normally you can do it like
you still get a few, but yeah, not too much.
Yeah, I feel like normally you do it like an app level these days, right?
Yeah.
You just find something running a system and point that. Oh, was that a red light? Yeah, hell yeah, it was. Look at that. Bam.
You want to update it?
Okay, update that to 10 bus count. Is that an ABS violation right here? Is that an ABS violation right
Oh,
here?
I can't see.
Well, stand up. It doesn't look like it was, although it's hard to
Nah,
tell.
that was too far back. Yes.
Yeah, anyway, so I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know much about the Previsk. I don't know the technical details of the Previsk, but
Should I do it?
the context around it. Oh, that doesn't seem like it would be good for the crimper. He was just suggesting opening a bottle with a crimper. Is there anything else that you would like me to speak on that you don't got the technical details for, or you just want to keep going through? What's the Yeah, that'd be good. I honestly I don't know how the Windows Previous worked at all. I'm gonna hand over to Skoochy Witchy.
All right. Hello, it is me, the Skoochy Wishy. I'm here to scooch and wish all over you.
Hello.
Stephen. Get your mind out of the gutter. That was a rude comment from Stephen that none of you heard. That's okay. You can take my word for it. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Previsk. As soon as I can find the right GitHub repo, because for some reason I can't seem to find the right GitHub repo. All I can hear is Stephen like talking really loudly. Just
Don't worry, no listeners can hear it.
what? Can you even hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you, but no listeners
Oh,
can
yeah,
hear
cool.
him.
Oh, I'm glad.
We have a lot of dead silence at the moment because we're like both doing stuff.
When they're both what?
Oh, like you were
we're
looking
both
at your
doing
phone.
stuff.
I was
Oh,
opening
okay. There's
this.
a lot of dead silence. For a second, I thought like.
No, we are live and noisy. So I can say, "Can you hear us?" And in like 5 minutes, someone will say, "Yep."
Anyway, I thought I would explain a little bit about how this Previsk works. So the bug lies in the task scheduler, which is not really been a huge source for like a lot of bugs, but still has some important stuff here. But basically, the way to explain it was there's a part of the task scheduler ALPC endpoint called _schedule RPC set security. And basically it allows us to set a arbitrary
Someone
TACL.
said, "Yep."
Huh?
Someone said, "Yep."
Someone said, yeah. Someone, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They can hear us.
And basically there's a vulnerability in task scheduler. I'm not even going to fucking talk about this. This is boring as shit.
Fair enough.
So you see, like, do you know that, do you know once, a friend of mine was working on an ODay for iOS, like a full chain ODay,
yeah.
and he'd finished it, and then his Mac actually kernel panicked, and he lost like a whole 2 days worth of work.
Oh god.
Yeah, this shit's tough, man.
That talk I saw at B-Sides Wellington with the Zen
Yeah, Matt Daly.
Fuzzy, that shit was
Yeah,
just
that guy's
amazing.
insane. He's really, really wonderful person.
Had like
very
a
humble
3
too.
physical computers set up. Like
Yeah, well,
bare
that's the only
metal.
way. Yeah, and he had. No, you know what the best part about that whole thing was that he had his light up LED cat set to change to a different color every time he got a valid crash, so that he could come home, check the color of his cat, and be like, "Oh, there's been a crash in my fuzzing setup. I better go look at that so I can make my exploit."
Yeah.
I thought that was my favorite part.
I also loved his slides.
Yeah, his
Like,
slides were some of the most beautiful hand-drawn slides I've ever seen. Definitely would recommend. That one's on YouTube.
Yeah, that is on
It's
YouTube.
Matt Daly, Fuzzing Zen, something like that. Stephen just broke something. And Anyway,
I think it had a play on words with Zen, like
yeah, well, it probably was. I just don't remember.
becoming Zen.
But if you
with
Google his
buzzer.
name plus Zen, you'll get the talk.
Yeah.
What about the strikes? What about the strikes?
Oh, so Auckland bus drivers are having strikes for the second day in the row.
Second day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we already knew Auckland public transport was so shit that you couldn't get anywhere. It would take you about 3 days. So you saying basically now that the bus drivers have been striking for 2 days, it's going to be basically the same as taking a bus from one side of the Auckland to another.
Well, these aren't like the AT buses, the Auckland Transport. So they're from Richie's Murphy. But
I just had someone at me. Oh shit, my dude! Congrats on getting one of these prestigious podcasts.
Oh yeah, I did see that come through. Yeah, so there's a strike from 3 to 5 p.m., including a barbecue.
From what to what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
3 to 5 p.m.
3 to 5 p.m.
It includes a barbecue, and there's a location, and
What's this? What includes a barbecue?
this strike.
This
from
strike has a
buses.
barbecue.
Whoa.
Oh, I love a good
delish.
sausage sizzle. That's so
They
Kiwi.
should drive down that barbecue on a bus. Oh shit, that was a redder.
Oh yeah. Can you do that? I don't know how to use computers. You can do that here.
At some point we'll get like a thing that automatically does it. Oh, has it stopped raining? Oh shit, I nearly like pulled that mic out.
Why?
I think it's yeah, it stopped.
We were just adjusting some stuff here.
Oh no, it hasn't stopped. Oh no, that's just the roof dripping. Right, now we can see the ABS. We have absolutely no monitoring on when. Oh, and that's another one.
That's another one. It's
Right
just
there.
smack bang. But did you know the most important part? This bus is powered by
100% electricity,
100%
right?
electricity.
Dreaming of a road trip? We go on one every day.
Yeah. Steven got caught a bus ticket somewhere within the
got
last
12
couple of
sticks.
weeks.
Ooh, I am currently winning on the buses. ABS violations. I think we just haven't noticed most of them. We've only got 6 down.
Yeah.
You might win on the bus count though if we get 2 more in the next like 10 minutes. What else have we got?
We have other pieces of news, I do believe.
Should we talk about some packages?
Some what?
Packages.
I'm just going to let you know that when you're wearing those headphones, you talk very quietly because you can hear your own voice way louder than it actually is.
Oh yeah.
Could you take one ear off just so you know how quiet you are?
Or maybe
Oh.
not. Oh yeah, I
Oh.
am talking quite quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, you could just turn yourself down and then you'll talk louder.
Packagist.
Packagist. Okay, Packagist. So yeah, who knows? Does anyone know about Packagist? I mean, I hear it's like NPM, but for something else that's not JavaScript.
Yeah, what is packages for? I can't recall.
I think it's PHP packages. No, that's
Yeah.
not right, is it?
No, I think it is PHP.
Because isn't there already another one for PHP package? Oh no, those are for PHP modules. I'm thinking of like the other PHP.
yeah, Packagist
Yeah.
is the PHP for just PHP projects and shit. But yeah,
Nice.
so
PHP,
RC.
very, very mature language.
just in the Packagist website. So similar
Oh,
to the
there's RC.
NPM one that we
Oh.
talked about
I thought
last
the
year, I
NPM
guess.
one was like you request a package name to override an existing package, and then you get RCE in everyone's projects. Whereas this was literally like you
So
surround something.
there were
in a-
2 NPM ones. There was one that was an RC against npm.org, and there was one that was injecting your metadata into just everyone's packets.
Oh my god! Wow.
Which, to be honest, I think the impact of the second is so much more. You can just inject a tiny bit of code into every single
Yeah,
package.
it's bad. We already know this. Our mutual friend Pebnuts did a whole lot of different attacks as well that didn't even really require RCE,
Yeah.
and they were pretty bad. But yeah, so suffice to say, the exact way you could inject into this parameter was in the main search for packages, and all you had to do was go $, open bracket, the command you wanted to execute, close bracket. push
I mean,
search and it would run.
It's written in PHP by PHP devs, right?
Yeah, I know. Like
So
SS23 is a real piece of work.
escaping, like, do they teach escaping in PHP school?
Yeah, isn't there like a what is a PDO, Hugh? Do you know what a PDO is? Also, like, what is the fucking thing called? MySQL underscore escape underscore safe or some shit? Whatever the fucking.
Oh, no,
function is.
people don't use that anymore. So PDO is like the new database layer. Oh, that was
SQLi.
almost, well, yeah, there's MySQLi, but yeah, no one really uses that anymore. Like PDO just wraps everything of that, so you shouldn't have to call anything directly.
Yeah, so it's like a abstraction basically, right?
Oh, there's some beeping going on.
There's a bit of beeping. Someone maybe got run over. I'm kind of angry I didn't see.
Why are we beeping?
This is how entertaining my life is.
Why are we beeping? Tell me why you're beeping. Do you want to know if you brush your teeth? Something, yeah? I think I read that one before.
So yeah, RCN packages. Who the fuck is surprised?
Not me, for one.
Yeah.
To be honest, when I saw Stephen putting it up, I'm like, haven't we talked about that? I'm sure.
Yeah,
we've
no,
talked
I was
about
like,
it.
haven't we? Is this the 7th time a packagement repository has been owned? I don't know. It's just like, I guess what
Maybe it
gets
says something good that. Well, actually, when I heard about it, I was
PHP
like,
is as bad as
how
JavaScript,
has no
after
one
all.
caught that before,
yeah.
ever? Like, it
Well, the
seems
answer
so
is they've never been
trivial.
pen tested.
Huh?
The answer is they've never been pen tested.
But like, it seems so trivial and like,
Yeah, it does. But do you know how many times you've looked at a website that, like, unlike you're Hugh, you look at
Yeah.
websites and your first thought is to put a fucking quote inside some form and push enter. But most people, I think most pen testers are afraid. Actually, they're afraid. They're not like, I remember when I was pen testing Uber, I jumped on their like law enforcement submit request form for emergency information. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking submit this shit, fill all the boxes, push the button. Like, I don't care. I don't care. But like, most pen testers are afraid of getting sued.
yeah.
Like, they're afraid of getting like jailed.
That's
And
why
that's
you get
fair.
insurance,
That's fair.
but
There's
you
some
can't get
countries with some
insurance
fucked up
as just
laws.
a one-off person, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
But
kind
I
of
think
a bit
anyway,
shit.
people probably saw that and were like, haha, I could put a quote in, but no one thought of like $ object injection, and no one, everyone was just like, oh, I won't do that. I won't be mean,
Yeah,
But it just took it's just like it is. It's just a matter of time. So someone eventually did find it.
but yeah, no,
Yay for the free pen test.
it's pretty good. Do you think they like went through and worked out whether any of the packages had been fucked up?
Fuck no.
It's PHP, right?
Do you think they had logging on that server that went back more than a week? I can guarantee you their auditing was the entire buffer of dmessage, which was probably like only a day old.
Oh yeah. And Stephen showed me his
Who even has
dmessage
like
buffer.
an error.log or an access.log anymore? Do you know that like all the default templates for like Express and Django and stuff like don't include, and all of the stacks, right? The Docker images, they don't include logging by default, so nobody logs anything.
Wow. How do they do analytics?
Yeah, good question. Well, they don't use Poic, that's for sure, because that's a pile of shit. They embed a Google tag, and then they don't use sub-resource integrity, and then maybe one day when Google gets owned, half that chance. Seriously, isn't that the most bullshit thing though? Being
Yeah.
like, if it's some dodgy third-party JavaScript from another domain, that's fine. But if someone's like, if you're including like from CDN.js or from like Google's
easy
JS,
guy.
and you're like, you need sub-resource integrity to make sure that if Google gets owned, your page doesn't get injected into. It's like, mate, if Google gets owned, there is going to be a whole lot world worse of pain.
Yeah. I mean, we do have a finding for like third party.
Yeah, I know,
what do
but
we call it?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it doesn't matter when the company is like, when the domain you're importing from is probably one of the most secure domains on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, I saw someone talking the other day at a user group about to get around the issue of trusting CDNs, use this plugin that basically acts as a CDN itself for popular things like jQuery. So you don't have to go to jQuery, you can go to my one. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Well, did you
Probably-
also see the cache poisoning attacks recently? And
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of those great new CDN caching bugs.
Yeah,
And we're
no,
going
that
to see
would
a
be
whole lot
good.
more of those in our great web applications. We should probably talk about another piece of news.
Yeah, should we talk some bus stuff? So
Well, you've already covered. There's only.
one of our
There's
reporters.
Metlink and stops.
Yeah, so one of our reporters on the streets,
Oh. reporter.
they
Important.
noticed that buses were going past too full for people to get on.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh
too
wait,
full.
no, that's not the news. Everyone just knew
I
that
was just
happened.
like, oh yeah.
What
sorry.
was interesting
Everyone knows
was
the buses are shit.
there were Metlink staff at the stops asking how many, asking everyone how long have you been waiting?
How long have you been waiting? Yeah.
Just to
I
get
guess
an
they're trying to
idea.
get metrics,
Yeah,
but they probably just ended up pissing people off instead.
I
Sorry,
love
sir,
how they're trying.
Sir, how long have you been waiting at the stop? It's very important for me to know.
while they're wearing
Can
like
you
a
help me
jacket
get?
with
Can you,
Metlink
can
on.
you help me get to my destination? No, but I just need to know how long have you been waiting at the stop, sir? Well, fuck you. How long have I been waiting at the
I
stop?
love how they want to get metrics, but they haven't used any of the Snapper data, as
Yeah.
far as I know. Like,
Imagine if we used the time system we had in place with Snapper, our own company, to give us metrics on how bad the buses are.
I have
I
noticed
wonder if we did that.
Snapper after the change has been worse, and like now sometimes I get off
yeah,
in
the
an
card's not
unknown
working.
location.
I thought it was
I'm
because
like-
of the AT hot machines that Snapper have retrofitted to be Snapper.
Yeah,
And also, no, tagging off and on up here. So I'm holding my arm really up high to you because in some of the buses they brought down from Auckland, for some godforsaken reason, because the AT hop, they can't unmount the AT hop reader.
Yeah.
They mount the Snapper reader way up high. So if you're under 5'7", you cannot tag on or off the
oh,
bus.
that was a quick one. That was old, but yeah, like 13. Whoa, that is me on the dot. Right, I'll stop looking. If you want to win, you gotta watch out for
I'm
some red
not,
lights.
mate. It's not about winning. It's about the pride and the joy and the passion
And the winning. The spot prizes.
and the
you
winning.
know.
Yeah, I guess for Stephen, it's very important for that he wins.
I think he's already given up because he's already lost.
Yeah, he's being louder than us actually. Like we're talking quite quietly.
So the ABS is still at 6. I'm pretty sure we've missed a
What
lot
did I
of
come up
ABS.
with? That a backgronym? Assholes breaking slowly. Yeah, that's right. So there is other news. I do believe we can talk about struts. It's like a 1 minute thing to talk about.
Yep.
There was another struts vulnerability. What did people do with it this time? They used it to upload CryptoLocker. Very,
Ooh.
very
Was it
innovative.
CryptoLocker or cryptocurrency?
Both, probably.
Yeah, I think it was cryptocurrency. Steve mentioned
Cryptocurrency?
before,
Okay,
but
yeah.
yeah.
But you know, breaking news.
Gotta get those
Seriously,
crypto
how
coins.
boring are you,
Yeah.
Isn't it so disappointing? Like you get fucking struts RCE and you're just like, guess I'll upload cminer.exe.
Oh,
Mad
people still
hacking
use
skills.
Cminer? Ooh.
It's just depressing. Back in my day, we were just scraping the internet for people's AWS keys and then spinning up instances and abusing the shit out of them.
yeah.
I guess we're reaching our time limit as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can go over, we can go under. What haven't we talked about there? Air Canada?
Air Canada. What happened to dear old Air Canada?
Do you know
Someone know?
anything about Air Canada?
They're probably a Canadian airline.
So Air Canada was. Oh, actually, no. Like,
You got a
let's look
computer.
this
We
up.
can Google for
Air
this.
Canada.
We did know something about Air Canada, but then we consumed alcohol. And now we do not know things about Air Canada, so we are asking Mr. Computer.
Air Canada is the flag
Aha.
carrier and the
Oh,
largest
Wikipedia.
airline of Canada by fleet size and passengers carried. The airline, founded in 1936, provides scheduled and charter air transport for passengers and cargo to 207 destinations.
Oh, it's a founding member
worldwide.
of the Star Alliance, which New Zealand is also a part of.
It is.
Do you want to go backwards and just hit the news tab on the Google result and see if it picks up whatever we're looking for? Hit the news tab up there, yeah.
Oh yeah, up there. I did also say.
Oh, Air Canada says mobile app breach may affect up to 20,000
Oh.
customers.
I think
That-
the wiki page was better.
You thought the wiki page is better?
Airbus has a fleet.
Do they have any crashes?
of
Do they have any
Airbus.
crashes?
Oh yeah, I wonder if they do. Crashes. Give us some.
Accidents and incidents down the bottom.
Oh,
7.
where am I seeing it? Number 7.
Oh,
Holy shit!
they've been operating for a long time though, since the 60s.
Which one?
Welcome to the Flight Factor.
We'll do the latest one, 29th of March 2015. Flight number 624.
Should I read this one since you read the last?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to read this in my best 3 News impersonation voice.
Did you notice my voice change?
Yeah, I did. I was like, this is great. Air Canada Flight 624 was an Airbus A320 C-FTJP flying from Toronto Pearson International Airport to Halifax Stanfield International Airport. After 15 minutes in a holding pattern due to a severe weather storm and poor visibility, during approach in Halifax, the plane impacted the runway, approach lights and power lines, knocking out power and communications at the airport. It then impacted the ground 300 metres short of the runway, continuing on to impact the localizer antenna array, whoever knows what the fuck that means, and breaking off its landing gear. The plane then touched down a second time and slid down the runway, losing one of its engines. What an utter fuck up. All 133 passengers and 5 crew evacuated and survived. 23 people were sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the aircraft was written off.
So on that
So on that note,
on that bombshell,
on that bombshell,
shall we hit it off?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for
Thanks for watching the Bus Factor.
all our
Thanks for
listeners.
tuning in.
If you want, you can hit us up on Patreon. Give us some sweet
Yeah,
dollars so we can
give
buy
all your money
more
to the Bus
$1,020 t-shirts.
Also, follow me on Twitter at SKOOOCH.
How many
Please make
O's?
me famous.
How many O's?
Huh.
How many O's?
Oh, 4 O's.
5 O's, you say?
4.
SKO.
I mean, I don't actually think there's a 5 O's account yet. I should probably grab that one.
Anyway,
thanks for listening.
yeah.
Give us your money.
Catch
We love you. We love you.
next
You're the
time.
best. See you next time.